Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good evening. It's good to be back. It's been a long time since I've uploaded anything here, and I just want to do a bit of an update, talk about some things, and I want to make a promise to myself. I guess we're going to start with a promise because promise is a pretty big deal. I've made promises on this channel before, failed to follow through. Ashamed to admit it. I hate to be that guy that says this is the time, but I'm going to make a promise. 5 videos a week on this channel for consistent uploads. It's not going to be anything fancy. There's probably not even going to be a lot of editing. Most of them are just going to be videos of me sitting here talking to you guys like I am right now, just picking up my phone and hitting the record button. I'm either going to be sitting here in my room, I'm going to be in my car, I'm going to be on a walk somewhere. But if something pops to my head that I think is a gem I should share, I'm pulling out that camera and I'm sharing it. Or if I can't in that moment, I'm going to pull out a notepad or pull out my phone and open the notes app and type it in there. Right? And if it's a notepad, I'm going to write it on that notepad. I'm going to save it for later. I think that's something that we should all do. Anybody that's in the creator space, even if it's something as simple as what I'm doing right now, should have a little diary or something that they carry around with them. So whenever those jewels of knowledge pop into their head, that a lot of the times we forget because there's just a lot of thoughts that come in and out of our head all day long. You can take those thoughts, you can write them down, and you can record them for later. There's some things that I've written down that I think are good. Videos that I should make, good things that I should talk about that that I otherwise would have forgotten about if I hadn't recorded that. So, yeah, man, 5 videos a week, 5 videos a week. Anyways, man, like this is all just a very kind of untitled video. I don't really have a specific thing that's on my mind. I just wanted to kind of sit down, record, and talk. Been kind of under the weather today, a little bit of a sore throat, so I've just been kind of chilling out, not doing a whole lot. A lot has changed since I uploaded my last video. I've since relocated back to Oregon. I was living in Utah for 2 years, going to school out there at Utah Valley University doing the Associate of Applied Science degree in cabinetry and architectural woodworking. And now I'm back. Now that's over with, and I actually just scored myself a job in that field that I start next week. So, pretty excited about that. Really excited about that. And you know that it's been a process. I've moved back here. I took some trips out to some of the national parks out there, and then I was down in California helping out my buddy that I've known for 20 years move up here to Oregon, and now he's living here in the same house. So, honestly, it's all pretty cool, man. It's all pretty cool. There's the YouTuber by the name of Elliot Hulse, and he's talked about on his channel before the 12-year cycles that we all go through. And these 12-year cycles kind of mark different seasons of your life. And I was thinking about this here because it's kind of interesting. So it's like you're born, and then that first cycle there is like 0 to 12 is like your childhood. Those are your child years, right? Then you hit 12 to 24. This is from like a boy to a man. You go through puberty, and then, in those 12 years, you're going to be a man by the end of it. You're 24. You're a full-fledged adult. And then 24 to 36 is a whole other thing. 36 to 48, that's a whole other thing there too. This is all, stuff that could be its own topic, but I honestly feel like, I kind of feel like that in life right now. I kind of feel like that. I'm 24, and I feel like life is changing in ways that it hasn't in the years past, you know? Meaning like it hasn't taken this kind of change and unfolded in this kind of way since I was like 12. Because when I was 12, removed from California to Oregon, and that was a big change in every way, shape, and form. You know, it was a new place, it was new people, it was a different environment. I had never really experienced seasons like you do here. You know, down in Southern California, you really only have two seasons. You have the warm, dry season, and then you have the kind of the cool, wet season. And there's not really much of a spring or a fall. They just kind of blend into each other, you know. And so when I moved up here, you know, you had summer, then you had fall, and you had winter, and then you had spring. And I remember that year I got sick a ton. You know, I got sick so much because my body wasn't used to those temperature changes. And yeah, first few years I got sick a lot, man. But not just that, it was an adjustment in itself. It was meeting new people, making new friends. It was all of those things, man, and it was a journey, you know. It was an experience. And that experience right there at that age kind of shaped the way things turned out for the following years. You know, I mean, 13, 14, 15, you go into high school. I had that experience that I had in high school, and then afterwards, and now I'm 24. Now I'm an adult, and I feel like life is taking turns and changes that it hasn't taken since I was 12. I don't know. I just feel that way. I can't speak for anybody else, but just kind of taking some of that into account. So, yeah, man, it's been a cool. I want to say cool, but it's been an interesting last 12 years, and I'm excited to see where things go from here on out. All right, I'm gonna end this here. Have a good night. Peace.